You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed are of the host and not of Lady J Media. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I know you do. I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. You're a pusher.
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in the world right now. Much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in the chain. Hello, everybody. You are tuned in to WUBO, What Up Baltimore online radio, brought to you by Butterfly Entertainment. I am your host, John Hansboro. This is Spitfire Poetry Shutdown podcast, March 16th, 2022. And in celebration of Women's History Month still. We're going to keep it going all month long. I got two absolutely dynamic young ladies on tonight. Treat. We have Ava Smith, is someone that I met maybe, I guess, about a year now, almost a year ago. Tarika, Holland, I met her through Ava. So we're going to get into all of that and talk about all of that in a few minutes. Real quick, I'm going to tell everybody, let you know, commercial break. Always look out for my book, Unusual Favor, is on Amazon, and you can contact me and I can get it to you as well. It's not a problem. And also get my book, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and 2 on Amazon, or you can call me, hit me up, email me, hit me a messenger, whatever. I got it. I'll get it to you. And if you haven't gotten this yet, then you're crazy, because part 2 will be out in just a few short months. So you want to get this one so you can follow the story and know what's going on. All right. Hello, Ava Smith. How you doing? I think Tarika had a little problem. She should be back. How you doing, Ava?
Okay, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. I cannot complain. How you been?
I've been all right.
Yeah, I hear you. Huh?
I can't complain. I'm all right.
I hear you. You can complain a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But
just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a rough time. We got out of a rough time these last couple of years. So some days we got good days. Some days we got days that we would like to forget about. You know what I mean? But as long as we keep pressing. How you doing, Tarika?
I'm here.
Good to see you. How you been?
I've been pushing it, you know. I think that's a safe, honest answer.
I hear you. We all in the same boat there, because I'm pressing every day too, trust me. It's not easy, but you know. So in celebration of Women's Month, History Month, I had to have you two on. I met Ava in Baltimore about a year ago, and then I actually found out about Tarika following Ava on her social media, sites and stuff, and she would share her videos and things like that. So we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get Ava first and ask her, what would you say, Ava, are your 3 most influential women in your life? They all don't have to be family members either, you know. It could be Your favorite artist, poet, whatever.
I would say my three most influential. Well, one is my mom, because my mom, she's so strong. Like, she's probably the strongest woman I know. So when I think of strength, I always think of her because of like the things that she's been through and like how she's came back from it. So one, my mom for sure. In terms of like a celebrity, maybe I would say Issa Rae, because just like she reminds me so much of myself, like her personality and like just the fact that she started like where she did, and then the fact that she is where she is now, like she just is so crazy to me. And then um I would say the last person would be my sister, because it's mostly like my family because they've been here and they've like come from where I come from. So just seeing them like come into themselves and like just accomplish so much with everything that we've been through, it's like they inspire me every day.
I hear you. I hear you. Tarika, how you doing? What would you say are your most three influential women in your life?
Far as how I'm doing, I'm pushing it. I have not had the very best day today, but I'm pulling it together.
Oh, well,
Far
we're
as
gonna
the most
change that. We're gonna hold on. Let me take my glasses off. We're gonna change that tonight. All right. We're gonna take care of that right now. But
it's
yeah,
gonna,
go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead with your go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. As far as the most influential women in my life, honestly, obviously my mom, like literally had to like uplift me, bring me back to life today, because just didn't have a bad day, dealing with some things, enduring, you know what I'm saying, and that gets to a certain point. But my mom is literally like my best friend. She's just so incredible, and she's given me so much as far as like feeding into my dreams and what I love and just letting me be myself. So like I commend her for that, and just for everything. I can't be like blurting on and on and on. But like, yeah, definitely my mom. I would say another person, one of my favorite artists, is FKA Twigs, because as we all know, I have not had the easiest artistic journey, blah blah blah, I heard it all before. But she's one of the first artists that I felt seen and I felt accepted for who I am, not just my artistry, but who I am as a person and how I look and how I move and the things that I would say within my art. She's the first person that made me feel like, hey, this is okay. You know what I'm saying? And a third person, oh boy, Jesus, there's so many. I don't really know. It's not that I don't know a third person. It's like if I say another person, I'll be like this person, this person, this person. Just honestly, I would say my grandma, who I call Nanny. I'll just say another family member. I feel like that feels right. She has a level of faith that, like, honestly, I'm not there yet. She has a level of just light and being positive and just knowing that things are gonna be okay no matter what. That I admire so much, and she's funny, and she's always been there for me too, and always been there for the people around her as well. So I would say those are the three most influential women in my life.
I definitely got you. You know, Tarika, you just said something powerful to me, rather. And I'm gonna share this with you real quick. But what you're saying about your grandmother and the people that you are influenced by, you are it. You are them. Like what you see in your grandmother is you. It's in you. The resiliency, whatever, all of that. You know. So never forget that. We sometimes we got to remember who our ancestors and who are, parents, grandparents, or whatever, people that love us, that's close to us. They remind us of who we are, and you take that and go with it. And go with it.
Yeah.
So look, yeah. So look, we're gonna get into some poetry, because I want y'all to get some stuff off your chest tonight, right now. We're gonna take a deep breath. We're gonna count to 3 and take a deep breath together. We're gonna woo-sa and let it out. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Release that energy. Just let it go. Okay, we're gonna let Tarika go first. Whatever you want to spit, whatever you want to say, story, poem, whatever. It's
All
on you.
right.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Background
All right.
noise.
All right.
I'm in a very transitional phase as far as like the work that I'm performing, the work that I'm writing. And I think this is one of those pieces, like, you know how like musicians have like singles and things like that. I feel like this piece is a single in a way. Is if I were a musician, you know. And this, honestly, I think this piece just describes how I feel as of right now. It's about endurance. I was supposed to be a part of this show. And I was told to write. I was writing this piece anyways, and it was coming together, but I couldn't quite finish it. You know what I'm saying? And it's based on Ecclesiastes, which is in the Bible. So there's a time to feel this, there's a time to feel that. I don't know it word by word. Listen,
Me either.
But
I wasn't always
you'll
on
hear
time
it.
at Sunday. Definitely.
Yeah. I always think of Footloose, which is really childish, but I always think of Footloose.
What you know about that movie? You said Footloose?
Yeah, Footloose, the musical.
What? Oh my
We were
goodness.
in it in high school.
Oh my goodness. That
And
was
there's
one of
like
my
lines
favorite
in there where
movies.
he's talking about Ecclesiastes because
Yeah.
he couldn't dance and stuff like that. But anyways, I feel like I am over explaining myself, which I don't like to do. This piece
You
is
fine.
called No
This is
Time.
y'all space. You fine.
I think I'm just getting my like jitters out or whatever. But this is
All
No
right.
Time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So
Okay.
no time to wallow. No time to bathe in bitter blues, cause life ain't slowing down and I got too much shit to do. I ain't got time to whine, I tend to think a little bit too much. So I use this time to rhyme on the stage. It's the one place I feel good enough, I gotta go get it. I got to make ends meet, even when I can no longer bear standing on my 2 feet. So I pray on bruised knees and keep my puffy eyes on the prize. Even with this weight on my shoulders, I managed to keep my composure. I play it cool. I'll never let them see me sweat. I show up and show out even when I'm not feeling my very best. But will I ever truly know rest if my mind is constantly racing? And will I ever attract what's meant for me if I am always chasing after everything that's meant for me? It's hard finding yourself with everyone in your ear telling you who you should be. I stay afloat with a heavy heart. I'm known for overplaying my part and playing it just a little bit too well. I get back up so quick, you'll never know that I fell. I tend to bloom in cold weather and wither in the sun. I give it my all, but nothing is ever overdone. I make it look so easy. Some even say effortless. Whether it's a strut or a baby step, I will forever progress. But when this motion becomes commotion and I am swiftly forced into stillness, when there's no method to my madness and I've lost all of my chillness, looking in the mirror, begging myself for my own forgiveness, when I grow weary of feeling these unfulfillings that I can't even describe, when my loneliness fools me into thinking that I'm all alone, there's this presence that taps me on my shoulder and goes, it's time to wallow. Go ahead and bathe in those bitter blues, because you can spare a little time to feel all that you need to. It's okay to cry, you've been holding in just a little bit too much. And it's okay to fall, just as long as you get back up, you're still gonna get it. Those ends will eventually meet. Every now and then, it's okay for you to have a seat. So go ice those bruised knees. Lie down and rest your eyes. Let go of the unnecessary weight on your shoulders and give yourself closure. So what, you lost your cool? Damn right you're gonna break your sweat. There are people who still love you even when you are far from your very best. So get out of your own way and keep your head held high. And get out of your head and never let a moment slip by. You only get one life, so make it all that you dream of. Nothing is out of reach. There are times to feel strong and there are times to feel weak. How brave of you to be both simultaneously. How voodoo of you to make both look beautiful even when it gets crazy. Now, look in the mirror and say, everything that I need is already within me. And that's no time.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That was the perfect poem, I think, right now too, for the way that you're telling us how you feeling, because that's affirmation for yourself. You know, it's
Yeah,
affirmation for yourself.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love what we do. I really do. I love what we do. It helps and heals in so many different ways. Um, just keep pressing though, Tarika. Things, things change every day. Just keep pressing. That's all you can do is press forward. Just keep pressing. Keep pressing. Ava Smith, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay. I hate to follow with like another sad poem. Like that poem reminded me of like this one because this one was just one that I wrote where I was like really just struggling with balancing work and being a creative. Like I felt like I was just losing myself and just the happiness that I always have. It kind of felt like I didn't really have that. So I was like, oh my gosh, it's hard. So yeah. Every day after work, I light a candle with a burnt rim from yesterday's memorial of all the pieces of me that died today to find you. I undress myself under foggy mirror, and again, my bones wade in this porcelain body. I soak off all the broken wings from butterflies that once fluttered in me when I heard your name. These suds, these crystallized goodbyes, melt the words that crawled under my skin today. This seems to be the only way I know how to let it all go and hope that one day I'll finally hear your name. The laughter I shoved past my lips today unearths itself from my chest, a silent cry. The grime of it all to think I'd find you today. How this holy water turned to mud, how this magic I once possessed becomes a curse under this moonlight every night. Maybe I thought you'd sing to me, or whisper sweet everythings, or dreams of what I could be. Maybe I thought you'd sign your name on crinkled bills from strangers with hungry eyes. Maybe I thought I'd see a glimpse of you today, in the eyes of that man named Freedom, the only person I feel really saw me today. And every night, this candle dims down around the same time, and again, a piece of me withers away in this porcelain body, and I leave that corpse behind every time. The joyful girl I used to be, what I do to find her again. I die again and again every day. I'd make my bath a baptism and rise again anew, bowing before God to beg for another day to find you, or at least just hear your name.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. I don't even know where to start. Y'all, I mean, the energy and everything I'm feeling right now, y'all are the way that you deliver y'all poetry is one of my favorite things about both of you, because y'all have so much, like, it's so much feeling there. You can feel it. I can feel the emotions from both of y'all from what you just recited just now. You know what I mean? I definitely feel that energy. It's a wonderful thing for us to be able to write something. Not only people, I say this all the time, but to not only help somebody else, but to help ourselves as well, right? Poetry is it's therapy, you know, it's definitely therapy. Um, in my messenger, as y'all two know, some of the poets that I've met over the years, I made a little messenger group, and you know, so I can we can all encourage each other and things of that nature. And I made a separate one the other day when I invited y'all to come on the show. And it's funny because the title that I wrote when I wanted to remember in my phone that I was booking YouTube for the show was the future of it was either the future of poetry or our poetry in the future or something. But nevertheless, y'all are the future. Y'all are what's next. Y'all are the future, right? I love y'all generation because ballsy. I'm gonna just say that, like y'all.
Is he good?
Oh, I thought that was me. Hold on.
Hey, can y'all
There
hear
you
Oh,
me? It's all good. See, that's how the devil work. I'm trying to give out some good info, and he want to try to jump in and do everything he can, but it ain't gonna work. But
right.
y'all, like I said, but y'all are the future, and I love your generation because y'all you stand up for stuff that's not right. Like, you know, our culture has been going through stuff for years and years and years and years, you know what I mean? But and we march and we sing and things of that nature, and that is fine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that at all. But you guys generation has like so much heart and so much resiliency. And it's impressive to me. It's impressive to me. And I hope that I'm around to watch all of y'all grow into the wonderful women that you already are. So just be encouraged, though. Both of you be encouraged. You know, every day ain't going to be great, but the gift that you have is a blessing to others. It's not just about us. The gift that we have is a blessing to others. I'm not trying to put a lot on you, but I felt when I I'm gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna get back to y'all, but when I shared a poem one time at a church, a lady came to me and it changed how I felt about doing poetry. Even when I didn't want to feel like reciting, if somebody asked me to recite something, I'm like, I don't feel like it. What she said to me made me feel like I have a responsibility to express what I'm going through in hopes that it can help somebody else. And that's what we do. That's our job. We superheroes. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Seriously, that's exactly what we do. So we're gonna keep it going. I know the people want to hear y'all. You poetry, I don't want to hear me ramble. So we're gonna let Tarika go next. Whatever you got, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to put out there, let's do it.
All right. I actually have a show in Atlanta this Saturday, so I guess I'm a get kind of like a rehearsal in for the pieces, you know. Um, but I will say this: I am honest enough to admit, which I feel like maybe verbalizing that a lot more would be a lot better for me because I tend to internalize hella shit. Um, I am in a very, very, very weird place as far as love and romantic relationships. It's something that I am trying to navigate. It's something that I'm trying to make sense of. It's something very new. When you get to a place where you know your worth and you know what you deserve, um, there can be a lot of shame in what you tolerated in the past or what you settled for in the past, what you did in the past in regards to those things. And I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to free myself from that shame. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I feel like I've forgiven everybody else but myself just yet, which is ironic that it takes longer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you're in that place where you desire love and you feel this void, you feel these beautiful things that are inside of yourself, but you feel as though you can't quite reach it yet. You know what I'm saying? And you're thinking, well, maybe you know that it's time, you know that you're ready to move on, but I'm in a place where I don't want that to be somebody's responsibility, but that's how the craving feels. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that I used to heavily agree with the statement, you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. There's a bit of truth in that, but I feel like that's a very harmful statement. You know what I'm saying? Because what I subconsciously did with that, I felt as though until I was perfect, no one's ever gonna love me in that way. You know what I'm saying? And then that trickles down to me rejecting everybody else that does love me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very complicated and slippery slope type thing that I've slipped into. And this is a piece of mine. It's actually in my first book. It's a piece that you'll think that, oh, I've outgrown this piece, I'm gonna kind of tuck this piece away, I'm not gonna perform it as much, but I come right back, which makes sense because you always have to return back to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say that this is self-love. This hope you guys enjoy it. I wouldn't say that I'm bitter, but rather I'm fed up. I don't know who to blame when love is a two-player game that I have no control of. If only I could get my way. Yeah, okay, I'm getting through another heartbreak, blah, 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 should be over it. I most definitely should have known that he wasn't shit. I should have listened to the safety precautions. But my love is raw, my heart doesn't use protection. But have you ever took into consideration just how confused I am? A fairy tale is unrealistic, and what is realistic requires too much commitment. I get hooked without bait. I get too attached for a fling, and I've never been a girl who wanted solely that thing. That shoe doesn't fit me. And I don't understand why it's always me. If I count the months, I never make it past 3 legally. If I count the times I believe the lies, I count 100 times. If I count the times I was the pastime, the sometime, the spare time, the downtime, all the wasted time that we spent playing in overtime. Try to score a touchdown with a rebound, girl. Try to shoot your shot with a trigger, girl. If I count all of the ones that I've met, calculate my worth, I'd be in debt. I fall in love with a connection and not a person, but if we're connected, then that gotta mean it's you. See, I take it too far. I romanticize the idea of me figuring you out and you figuring out me. I fall in love with the potential of what we could be. I romanticize the idea of us both being crazy, failing to realize that that shit is toxic. How can I know you when I don't know me? How can I keep watering you when my glass is half empty? You think I want to keep writing about this love shit, but I just can't seem to get it right. I express how I feel, and it is interpreted as spite. You just don't know how pathetic I feel for wishing and dreaming and hoping and praying that one day I find someone that loves me. Or should I say that one day I love myself enough to let somebody in that's worthy. To wait for the love that I deserve and dismiss the act of settling. To love myself enough to write me letters. To work endlessly to make myself better. To love myself so sufficiently that if you leave, I won't feel empty. To let myself heal after I've been broken. To let myself know that it will be all right. To have the strength to wish you well despite everything and not expect anything in return. To learn from my mistakes and not make them again. To resist the urge to turn into a savage. I must first declare myself as a queen before I let a man become my king. If love was a mirror, I wouldn't see my reflection. I've been blinded by my misconception of what I think love should be, when in reality, it starts with me. And that was self-love this.
I love it, Tarika. You definitely right. It starts with you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I hope that you continue to create such powerful poems and words to help heal others and heal yourself, because you're amazing. You really are. You're absolutely amazing. I mean, I told you this when I first had you on the show here. You, You're like the all-around artist to me. You're a poet, you're a published author, you dance, you're an actress. Like all of that comes out in your poetry. Your acting comes out in your poetry. You make people stop and listen to what you say. All in the way that you say it and convey it, in the way that you move. All of it. It's absolutely beautiful. You're an instrument. Like it's crazy. It's really crazy. Um, um, Love on the people who love you, though. Like love on the
Yeah.
people who love you right now. Love on them. Like you
Yeah.
need that right now.
Yeah.
Love on all the people who encourage you, who love on you,
Yeah.
who push you. You know what I'm saying? Put
Yeah.
yourself around those people. Keep yourself around those people. That heartache relationship shit is real. I know what I'm telling you, it's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be 47 years old, April 25th of this year. Me and my wife been married for 15 years, and we've been through some shit. You hear me? We've been through some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But when you know something, when you feel something and you know that it's right, things will work out. We all both so young now. You got so much ahead of you. Don't even screw that. Whoever is messing up, that's their problem. They
Yeah.
fucked up. That's their problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Continue to do. Look, you know what? I'm about to get off track. Okay, continue to do what you do. Though. Continue to do what you do because I mean you're amazing, Tarika. You really are. So look, Ava, we're gonna go ahead and keep it rolling, Ava. Whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and go. Because if I start rambling, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Um, well, this is a poem that I wrote. I wrote this like a little while ago. This is this was just when I was like tired of myself. Like I was tired of everything that I was. I'm like, I'm tired of being emotional. I'm sick of it. So this poem is entitled When the Moon Grows Weary. When the moon grows weary, she will wish she could rise to the melody of birds singing and children laughing. When the moon grows weary, she will wish her cheeks could be kissed by open sky, and the hands of time would hold her high. When the moon grows weary, she will wish her face wasn't a monument for trickled footsteps. When the moon grows weary, she will wish she could hold the warmth of day, and not just when she is blue. When the moon grows weary, she will grow tired of overlooking people always admiring her, but they always seem to pass by her. When the moon grows weary, she will grow tired of living in everybody's shadow. When the moon grows weary, she will pour her heart out and cry to God, why am I cursed? When the moon grows weary, she will wish her luminance didn't summon anguished spirits. When the moon grows weary, she will grow wishing that the stars surrounding her didn't make her forget her own light. When the moon grows weary, she will wish dark times and night skies wasn't the only reason she shines. When the moon grows weary, she will wish she could stop undergoing a million phases of herself and shape the sky all the time. When the moon grows weary, she will beg God for the time of day. When the moon grows weary, she will wish, like me, that she could be anything other than who she is and who she is destined to be. When the moon grows weary, she will wish she could be the sun.
Beautiful, Ava. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Y'all have some really great pens. Y'all, I mean, y'all put it down. Y'all put it down. It's really great work. Um, in times like this where you feel in a certain way is what does I mean, I know I've said this 1,000 times, but what does not just poetry, let's put it like this, because y'all are both multi-talented artists. So what in your artistry comes out when you're feeling funky or when you're having a bad day, like some of the days that we have? Like what in your art, I'm gonna go with you first, April. What in your art helps you with that?
Oh, just it's just like that freedom of knowing, like, the more
I
I
think she.
pour my feelings into it, the oh, can y'all hear me still? Oh,
I think he. Wait.
oh,
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry. You're not
Um,
going to win, Devil. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's just it's the freedom of knowing, like, the more I pour in my emotions, like, just the better that it is. And it's kind of like, for me, art is like where I could be my most chaotic self. Like, I could just be emotional. I can, like, express when I'm angry or when I'm in love or when I'm going through heartbreak. Like, it's like a place where it's like a safe space for me, because it's like it's a no judgment zone because it's art. So just the freedom of, like, I could be at the lowest point of my life and just be able to write about it, and then I can share it with people, and it's like, wow, like, I understand how she feels, you know. Yeah.
Where does your talent for painting come into play when in that as well though? Because I've seen you paint some amazing stuff. So what does that do for you as well?
Um, it's just because I somebody said this. I think this was in science, but people, they say that energy never dies; it just transforms. So for
Mm.
me, if I'm feeling a certain type of way, like, I'm like, okay, what is a way for me to put this in a way that's beautiful and not make it, sadness, or not make it resentment, or not make it anger. Like, I'm like, what can I do to, well, one, like, express how I feel, and, let those thoughts out, while also painting something that can be beautiful for people to look at, or making a piece that when I perform it, people can connect with what I'm saying. So it's like, I'll just write down any emotion I'm feeling, and then based off that film, I'm like, okay, let brain, like, make something out of this. If it's grief, if it's sadness, if it's heartbreak, I'm just like, I'm gonna take the most crazy thing and try to connect it to whatever emotion I'm feeling, you know.
I saw you paint one day. I think you were I think you were doing poetry kind of at the same time, or you were really like telling a story, but you were painting. And for me anyway, I could see how relaxed you were. Like it was like a whole different Ava. You were so relaxed. You was, you know what I mean? So I know that this art stuff really helps, and we have to remember that it's something that we have to dive into when we feel in this way. We just gotta go, keep we gotta keep it with us. We gotta stay about it. You know what I mean? We definitely do. Um man. All right, Tarika, whenever you're ready, you could do something else if you want. Whenever you want to get off your chest, let's go.
I'm gonna kind of answer that same question
Oh,
before
I'm
I
sorry.
segue into the
Mhm.
next piece. I'm gonna bring it together.
Sorry about that.
Um,
Absolutely.
no, you good, you good. I'm a, um, because art was something that really, art was a way away from myself, which is ironic because it's also a way that I began to face myself. There became this kind of what began to happen as I began to identify like with my art, and like I've talked about this a lot because it's still something that I'm navigating, and I think I've had some very strong realizations today through honestly breaking the fuck down and through conversations when people can see things in yourself that you can't necessarily see.
Mm-hmm.
um I began to, the whole separation of the art versus the person, the artist versus the person. um it's like I love everything that I do, and I love my art. I love that. That makes me feel strong. That makes me feel powerful, all that other stuff. But me as a person, when I have these moments where I can't push anymore, where I can't continue to show up for everybody, when I'm not feeling strong, when I can't create, because the creative process is indeed a process. It's not just, oh, let me just no, it takes time, especially when you get to the point you're an artist like me, and I don't mean that in a, I'm sure y'all didn't take it that way. When you're an artist like me and you are performing, and you, that segue between, oh, art is just something that's healing me versus art has become essentially my career. There's kind of, you're gonna go through kind of an identity crisis in a way. So But my mom said something that made a lot of sense, and obviously it didn't make sense as I was breaking the fuck down, but it makes a lot of sense now as I'm talking and as I'm sharing. It's like the same way that the same way that my art is healing to everybody else. Oh, Tarika, you're so powerful. You're so this. You're so that. That was affirming. Da 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 da. I have to go back to like letting my art heal me too. You know what I'm saying? I kind of strayed away from that, and I have to believe my own art, if that makes sense. Not that I don't, but it's like I've been trying to. My mom said it in a way like I've been trying to meet my art where it's at. I need to bring my art kind of back to me. You know what I'm saying? So, it. What was the original question? I don't understand.
What in your
The
artistry?
original question you
What else
asked,
in your
what does art
artistry?
do for me? Well, yeah, like she said, art is a safe place for me. Art literally is the reason why I'm still pushing, or I chose to push. You know, art made me feel alive in a time where I didn't want to be. You know, so art really, truly, and honestly saved me. You know, art it gives me confidence. It you just know when something's your gift, you know what I'm saying? And I tried to run from that at first, but now I know. And even within the different art forms, everything does something different for me, but also they're all so connected. Like you have dance and modeling that's connected. You have spoken word and acting that's connected. You even have acting and modeling that's connected. And believe this or not, which is ironic, because like, you know, it was one of my friends. I started off as a visual artist. We went to Davidson Fine Arts, blah blah blah. We went to a fine art school, and I started off as a visual artist, and but I fell in love with dance, and I still have such a deep appreciation for visual arts. I still buy art all the time. I still look at it because you know I was there at one point. You know what I'm saying? So it's so beautiful having a friend that's close to you, seeing her do those things, and she's so damn good at it. You know what I'm saying? But all the art forms does something different for me, and I'm so glad I'm in a place I'm embracing all of those. But like I said, I'm really, I feel like I've been asked this a lot, like, oh well, who's Tarika? You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't know, you know, I know who I am as a person. It's just that I need to know when to lean into the person. You know what I'm saying? I need to kind of love on the person versus the artist a lot more. The artist don't need the love. Listen, the artist is confident. She don't give a fuck. She gonna perform. She gonna show her ass. She gonna show out every single time. She's confident. She doesn't need validation. That's where I am as an artist. But as a person, I'm not saying that I'm not confident as a person. I'm not insecure. That's where I need the most love at right now. You know what I'm saying? The art thing, I wouldn't say it's a switch. You know what I'm saying? That's already being nurtured. It's already there. It's no getting away from that, because I feel like that's you know, it's your gift. It's never gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me and how I feel about myself and how I treat myself as a person, I'm in a place where I haven't been the very best at that. I've been functioning like Jesus. I'm about to be like super vulnerable right now, which is ironic because I'm an artist. I was super manic yesterday. I woke up, I slept for like maybe under 3 hours. I woke up super early. I cooked breakfast. I was writing. I cooked dinner. I went to go teach my class. I did all this stuff. Then I completely crashed that night because your thoughts start hitting you. Everything that you were trying to distract yourself from, that shit will hit you. You cannot run from it. And even within art, it's like, yes, create about it. Please don't ever stop doing that. But make sure you're good aside from that. With that being said, this is artist. No, seriously. With that being said, yeah, this is art aside. This is also one of my babies. This is kind of one of the first pieces I've written, like segueing into what I like to call kind of a book 2 era. Yeah, it's real, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay.
Should I wait till she come back, or
no, you're good. She'll be back any second.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you good.
But yeah,
I want you to get it out. I want you to get it all out.
Yeah, definitely. I'm smiling a lot more, so I guess that's good.
There you go. That's right. Absolutely. Keep doing that, though. Keep doing it.
Yeah. This is art aside. So.
Okay.
Art aside, who am I? If you put this art aside, what do you see and think of me? Would you have even noticed me in the first place? Am I even worth the damn if you put this art aside? I wish I could just put this art aside and just be me. I am tired of people falling in love with the idea of me. I am tired of people hearing me but not listening. I am tired of fulfilling your every fantasy when you can't even fulfill just one of my needs. Often I find myself hustling through my healing, but what can I say? That's just the artist in me. They like to throw me in the midst of unnecessary competition, but just don't know that I ain't got no problem releasing that ruthless demolition. Everyone loves a poet till you're the antagonist of my pieces. Everyone loves a dancer till you ain't my partner. Everyone loves a singer till we leave off on a bad note. Everyone loves an actress but hates when I pretend that I'm fine, that I'm okay, that it was cool for you to treat me like that, that I love you, that I hate you, that I wish we could go back so I can put that art aside and see you for who you really are. Art aside, who are you? Are you really special or are you just another dude? Art aside, why do you like me? And don't you dare say that there's just something about me, art aside, and that includes this body handcrafted by God himself. Art aside, baby, do you even like yourself? Put that art shit aside, nigga. What do you have that I need? You love that I'm an artist, but hate it when you realize that you ain't as dope as me. This art is a side of me. And loving this side of me doesn't mean that you love all of me. You love my words of affirmation and seek for my validation. If all you talk about is you, is it still communication? I don't know which one I feed more, your soul or your ego. But thanks to me, you'll never have to worry about becoming a starving artist. I'll decide who would I be. Is there really a Tarika without an IOB? I gotta learn how to put that art aside and open my eyes to who they really are. I have to realize that not everyone can handle the shine of this star. Hell yeah. I know I'm dope. I know I'm fly. I know I'm so creative and versatile. But that don't mean that I don't need to hear it every once in a while. And that was Art Aside.
Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, guys, just keep pressing. I know it's not easy. You know what I mean? Keep pressing. Did both of y'all do 3 poems? I haven't even kept up. I'm sorry. Did y'all both do 3?
She's on her third one.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna let you go real fast, Ava, and then we can chop it up a little bit before we get off, because I want to talk to y'all before I let y'all go. Whenever
Okay,
you ready.
all right. I'm sorry, y'all, about the technical difficulties. I'm gonna do a short poem.
Okay.
But this one is inspired by my little brother. So yeah, here we go. And it's called Faces of Freedom. When the corners of their mouth kiss their ears, and their cheeks lift higher than home, when their wings spread like butter in a hot iron skillet, and empty streets and concrete become their open sky, when their chords sing of laughter, and the melody ripples through soiled brick walls, making flowers bloom, when they race and pass balls like hot potatoes, and jump rope from their skin being of honey and half-painted tangerine sky to violet and moonlight, when they're free to just be kids like we used to be, my heart smiles.
I love it. I love it. Y'all are so dope and so amazing. Sometimes we feel like we can take on so much, and we don't know when to slow down or stop, but somebody up there, God lets you know when you need to take a seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He'll give you some signals and all types of stuff that'll let you know that you need to relax and sit down for a minute and just regroup. I do it all the time. Sometimes we gotta regroup, heal up, get in the ice tub and all that. Then I'm back in the game after that. You know what I mean? But like I said too, love and keep the people around you who love on you so much. Keep that around you. All right. And the messenger that I have for Spitfire family that y'all in, right? There's some females in there that y'all need to reach out to. There's some life coaches in there that are, I mean, and I know they're not gonna mind me saying their name, so I'm gonna just drop a couple of them. For one, Lady J right here, that owns this station. All right. And I'm telling you, people who I know care from here, right? Lady J, follow Shamice Jacobs. She's in our thread in the messenger. Follow her. She's another life coach. Follow my sister Grace Givens. She does the Poets for Dinner, right? She does Poets for Dinner every month. We go to her establishment. She feeds everybody for free, and everybody does poetry. But follow these people, you know, keep people around you who can encourage you and who can push you. You know what I mean? Because you deserve to be happy. You got to take that too. You got to take that back. You got to, like, I mean, you got to take that back. You got to get whatever you want and whatever you need for your happiness. You need to go and get it. I'm going to tell y'all something I learned in therapy, right? One of my therapists told me, well, I realized in therapy that it's okay for me to take care of myself. I'm a husband in the house. I got 2 daughters and my wife. I feel like I got to take care of everybody at times. That's just how it is as a man. That's just how I was raised. I watched my dad. I mean, that's just how it is. So sometimes, though, I need to just sit back because everything works itself out. We just got to chill, just relax, sit back and try to chill sometimes. It ain't easy, I know. But every now and then, we got to do something to regroup, talk to that person who encourages us, call up that silly ass person who makes you laugh, do something to get yourself and keep you in the game. Because I'm telling y'all, that this is how the devil works. This is how that little red clown works. That's why he was trying to interrupt the show and cut us all off and all that. He was just hoping that we could just not even have this show. See, I understand this because me and this clown been having an issue for years. Like, we've been fighting for a minute. So I'm telling you from the heart, I love y'all. Y'all are talented young ladies. Keep pressing, keep pushing. I'm going to share one poem before we get out here real quick. I'm sorry. I got you. Press your way when you think it's not your day. Just think God woke you anyway to see a new day. Why waste it away? He couldn't let you drift off like a boat at sea, never to return. No ashes for the urn. Press your way when the adversary tries to keep you buried in negativity. Yeah, press your way. That's how you push that demon away. With all of the scheming, gossip, no meaning, wasting your time, who cares who's conspiring? Just press your way. You know, our kids go through things that bring on some change. They talk about what they see inevitably. Just press your way. Don't go astray. Let the enemy have its way. Have your mind locked in chains. Free yourself. No solitary confined. I'm not hard to find. You don't follow me? Who cares? When I eat poetry or poetry, the devil can't hold me. The pen is my staff, my only employee. I still press my way even when it's pouring. Because it always rains to wash away things. Then comes spring. Things start to grow again. Press your way when it rains and it blossoms new things. Press. Press. Guys, I love y'all. Y'all awesome, man. Y'all really are awesome. Y'all are awesome. I'm so glad that I was able to get both of y'all on at the same time. Some of these comments, yes, please reach out to Lady J. She's got a number in the chat, 443-297-4753. 443-297-4753. Ladies, y'all be safe and be vigilant out here. Tell everybody how they can follow you real fast before I let y'all go. Tarika, you go ahead first.
You can follow me everywhere at Isolated Beauty. That's ISOLATEDBEAUTY. My Facebook page is also Isolated Beauty, but also you can follow me on my personal Facebook, which is Tarika Holland, TARIKAHOLLAND. You can also check out my website, which is www.isolatedbeauty.com with a 0. You can see so much of my art, my modeling portfolio, dance pictures, my booking information, all of that is there. And yeah, that's where you can find me. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, also, my first book, Through the Eyes of Isolated Beauty, that's available on my website as well as on Amazon. And I also sell hats, so that's fun. I sell artist hats. Trying to build merch in a little shop type thing. Very slow process. Requires a lot, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
Everything starts off slow. A seed grows, right?
Yeah.
Everything starts off slow. Keep doing what you're doing. Go ahead, Ava. Tell us how we can follow you, sis.
Well, y'all, I'm not really on social media as much, but if y'all do want to follow me, you can follow me at Ava the Amethyst. I'll be posting a lot more soon. Now, I'm an old lady. I'm still trying to figure out social media. So, but if y'all do want to follow me, it's at Ava the Amethyst. Or you can follow my artist page at Ava Dinese. So, yeah, that's all.
It's been a pleasure to link up with you two again. Y'all are some of the most mature young ladies I've ever met. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Some of the conversations, well, I'm not even gonna go there, but y'all are very mature. Let's just put it that way. Y'all very mature young ladies for your age. Keep pressing though. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. Keep pressing your way. I love y'all. Y'all are powerful. Y'all are powerful. And you got people around you. This poetry thing is real. It's a family thing. I'm trying to make this a family. This is because we all need this shit. We all need it. All of us need it. All of us. I love it. Y'all be safe, be vigilant out here. I'm gonna be checking on both of y'all from time to time to see how you doing. Everybody, you can follow them everywhere but home, because if you do, I might slap you. So don't mess with my sisters. It's not a game. All right. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Be vigilant.
Thank
And
you
if you
so
want to
much.
be
Thank you.
blessed, absolutely, sis. If
Yes,
you want to
thank you.
be blessed, you have to bless somebody else. That's the only way we're gonna have blessings, is if we bless other people. It's the only way. I love y'all. I'm so glad we did this tonight. Y'all have a good night. Be safe and love on each other. All right? Definitely love on each other. Y'all be safe. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Okay.
y'all.
All right.
Bye.